afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspire. My name is Kelly. If you're seeing that red live button up at the top, that means you're catching us live, and I hope you are, because we are going to show you our estate sale finds from this morning. So come on in, say hello when you pop on so we know who's there. I got some good things. I'm excited to show you all. So let's see if we can get some friends to jump on. I'm just going to sit here and talk to myself. I mean, hey, that's okay too. You can always talk to yourself. But do you listen? Do you really listen? Oh, shoot. We're not crafting right now. It's been a long week. Hello, Miss Kathy and Miss Shauna. It's been a long week. We just got back from Sam's Club. You're jealous of our estate sales? Hello, Miss Sharon. So yeah, we're not crafting. Just gonna show you all the things because I'm really excited. And I know some of you are gonna be like, really? You needed this like you needed a hole in your head. But you know, mother would probably say that. But somebody at the estate sale reminded me of something, and so I will share that with you. We'll get some friends to jump on and join us. Say hello when you pop on so we know who is there. Hello, Miss Sandy. Guys, my nose has been running since I left that sale. Now, the house was really nice. This house was in like, I call it a bougie neighborhood. Some of the houses are like a lot higher end than like this particular one, but it's still a very nice high end. It's in the same like school district area that I live in. Did you get what you had your eye on? I did. Well, I did. I got one. I wasn't I mean, they had pictures of several. Hello, Miss Debbie. So I did get one, which one is better than none. So I was excited about that. I like sprinted to the room where I thought it was a bed. It was in a bedroom. So I looked at the pictures really carefully. I'm like, okay, where were these at? 'Cause I got to get in there. I was probably like, see, I got there about 8 minutes before they opened. And I don't know why I felt the need to get out of my car like these other people, because, hello, Miss Teresa and Miss Karen. I know, a long time no see. Wait, you've been MIA, Miss Karen? Or I have. I mean, I haven't been on all week, but I'll tell you about that in a second. I don't know why I felt the need to get out of my car. Like, there was only like a few people there before me, but I was like, okay, I'll get out and go stand in line with these people and be freezing cold like the rest of them. Well, the gals who run the sale, they opened the garage door. They pulled in right before I pulled up, and they opened the garage door and left it open. And then this guy walks up with his wife was in line already, and he walks up with their grandson, and he goes into the garage, and that's a no-no. Like, just because the door is open doesn't mean that gives you like, here, come on in and look around. No, because they're not technically open. Well, the one gal running the place, she came out and she was like, please leave the garage. He was like, oh. And I was like, busted. Like, why do you think we're all in line, dude? Because we can't go in. Like, we're all like staring. Like, you know, you ever watch Storage Wars where they're like, they open the door and you can't go in yet, but you can look? That's really what we were doing. So the thing that I was going for, you guys know I've been cutting quilts, right? I've been slashing quilts. Well, this lady was, I think she was a quilter. This is not a homemade quilt. This is a manufactured quilt, but I absolutely love this quilt. This was the last one that they had late. Well, no, they had one more, but it was like a kid's quilt, so it wasn't something that I would use to cut up because it was too busy. It was too busy. But check this out. Now, obviously, this is why I cut these quilts, okay? You guys don't anybody get mad, but do you see this? You see it? It's been loved. It's been loved. So look at all of this goodness for cutting, for our patterns, for our pumpkins, our snowmen, our Santas, what did we just do? The bunny rabbits. Look at that. Oh my God, I love it. And this isn't super thick either. Now, this is the front, okay? Now, I think this is probably a king size. I'm not sure. It might be queen. Hold on, I gotta back up. I gotta back it up. So this is what it looks like. Isn't it pretty? And it was from a very clean home, so, I mean, but it's got, like, here, if I look down here on it, look. It's got, can you guys see that? My lighting's not that good. It's got stains on it, so you can see that, I mean, it's not perfect. I'm probably gonna wash it. But here's what the back looks like. Even the back is more of a, like, it's not super dark, so you could always, you know, if I cut things, you could have the front or the back. You could paint it like we did with our bunnies. This was the material. I've got some cut here. This was the quilt that I was cutting for the bunnies. There's the bunny body, so you can see the difference. But here is the difference here. So, and this was the front of the other quilt. So I was excited because I'm getting low. Look at this other quilt I've been cutting on since the fall. This is this quilt that we've been cutting on. And look at this, you guys. Look. Look how much is left of this. That's it. That's not even it. That's just enough for you to wrap up and when you take a shower. That's it. Do you see why I had to go find another quilt? I was running out of quilts. Look, that's all I have left of that one. Now I do have another one over here that I did cut some stuff on, but I don't love the material as much as I like how these are made with this. Like I said, this was not a homemade quilt. She did have some homemade quilts, but those were gone. But yeah, this is, but I still love it. I love this texture for painting and crafting on. It's awesome. So if you're ever at an estate sale and you find a quilt like that, and it's obviously, you can see that it's seen better days. It's got some holes, it's got some stains, or it's got some rips and it's got some stains. It didn't really have holes, but it had rips. So I go down to the basement, and for one, I found this package of look at these holes, drip holes. Now this is a pack of 5. No, it has all the hardware with it and everything. Like this guy, he had like his workshop side. You just couldn't cut it. Did you see the picture? Did you see the rips in it though? The rips and the stains. So there's rips and stains. So that's what would give you that okay to do that. Nothing like an heirloom that you know that you should hold on to. This was rips and stains and manufactured. Okay, so I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad when we're making beautiful things. Like, where's those stinking cute bunnies at? Where's those cute bunnies? When we're making stinking cute things like this with them and giving them new purpose, you can't be mad. You can't be mad. You gotta love it. You can't be mad. And I mean, that was manufactured, so it's not like somebody's grandma put, you know, lots of hours into it. But look at these cool little drawer pulls. I thought would be really cool. We could paint these and put these on some barnwood. So I grabbed those, and then you guys, this lady, she had her own Joann's. Okay, we got material. You ready to see it? We got material, ladies, and maybe some gentlemen. I don't know, but check this out. Look at this material. Now, again, you're gonna say, you need all this material like you need a hole in your head. I don't see Mother on. She's probably busy today, but I went crazy getting material. Look at this. I bought a lot of these neutral patterns. Like this is just like a gray check. This has some like dragonflies on it. There's some really pretty, I love the little tiny, like the little prints like this, because you can coffee stain these or just leave them as they are. And then for your bows, for making bows. Well, look at all these. This lady had a ton. Now this one kind of reminds me of like a fall, but it almost looks Christmassy. But it's like a yellowish color, yellow gold I guess would be the color. Now she did have some, you know, you can see where she's cut things out. She had a lot of projects in the works. It was kind of brought a tear to my eye because there were some things that she had pins in and everything, like she was in the process, and I don't know the story. I don't know the story of the people that live there. But there's some pretty yellows. You guys know I love making bows, and I thought this one, my sister would love this one because this looks really like more like a rustic piece. My sister loves kind of like, for one, teal's like her color, so she will love that when she sees that. So there's some more. I got a ton of this, you guys. A ton of this, but for making bows, Love it. There's some pretty, this is like a, there's our pink hearts with like a blue. Here's some paisley. This is like almost like a flannel. It's kind of like a flannel feel. A little flannelish. Now this one kind of looks like, almost looks like splatters. This looks like it's already been coffee stained, doesn't it? Hello, Miss Carol Ruth. How are you, friend? Okay, here's another kind of a rustic. The lady had it sorted by bins. So you can see kind of all these colors. Now here's a blue. Isn't that a pretty blue? Oh, it's so pretty. And then here's a green. That's kind of, I thought this would be kind of cool to use for right now with some, maybe making a bow for St. Patrick's Day. Now I love this one. When I saw this, I thought this was really cute because it's like a patchwork. That was really cute. Now this one reminded me more of Christmas. Thought that was really cool. It's kind of, it's got some flowers with ivy going down it. And then again, this one is like a kind of a flannel feel to it. And then here's one that has like a cream with blue. And then, you guys, I don't even know how much she charged me. I feel like I got 3 bags of this stuff. There's some flowers. I think she charged me like, whoops, like 30 bucks for all this. I think it was like 30 bucks. There's some green. Hello, Miss Janice. How are you, friend? Now this, you guys, I have this. I think this came from Hobby Lobby. I have this and I've coffee stained this. This was great when I saw that. I was like, wait, what did you say? I'm feeling cornhole. I am too. I am too, my friend. Okay, look at this one, you guys. Christmas. It's got, I don't know what those are. It's got wreaths. Maybe those are birds. Oh, they're cardinals, but the way they're kind of, if you look, they're cardinals. You see them right there? I'm like, what are those? Those are little cardinals. But I thought that was really cool. So I grabbed, this is what I saw first. She had all of these, like a bunch of these folded like this in a pile. This is, and so I saw these, this is what I came across first. So something like this, I just grabbed. And that might be something I would have to cut out and like maybe make an ornament with it, but it's got like cute little snowmen. Stinking cute. But I thought those were cute. So this is what I came across first, these little squares. I don't know how many I actually grabbed. There's a blue one. So I'm gonna have to, I don't think I wrote, this was probably intertwined because I don't recall picking that out. So that must have been like hidden in between a piece because I don't remember picking that out. And then there's this one right here. That's another really pretty. You love the snowman? I know. So then there was this like little packet. I'm not sure what this packet was, but I saw a birdhouse and I'm a sucker for a birdhouse. So let me see what's in here. This place got busy quick. And so I had this big pile of material sitting on the floor. Now she had some of these kits like this that said like fall vest. So but see, look, it's got a little birdhouse. And she has a little butterfly. There's another little butterfly. She had these cut out for, maybe it was for a vest. I don't know. She didn't have a tag on this one. And then there's like some of these little, does this look like vest? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Look. Is this for my vest? I don't know. It's not all here if it was. Okay, and then this is what was in here as well. Oh, that's cute. Look. It's a little kitty cat with a bird. Look at that. Well, that's an angel. I thought it was a bird. It's an angel. But I like the little flowers. Stinking cute. All right, what's this last piece? Like I said, I didn't open this. This was just, oh, okay. So it says herb garden and it's just got another little thing. You could just cut that out and put it on something, on a frame or something. That would be cute. All right, let me put that back in that little bag and then we're gonna go on to bag number 2. Bag number 2. So I'm just showing you what I got from the estate sale today, okay? We're not crafting today. This is a big bag, you guys. This is a big one. Hold on, I gotta find a spot to put this. Okay, look at this pretty. Now there's a lot here. This is a lot of material. It's gotta be, oh wait, hold on, it says. Well, it says $1.25 something or other, but well, one lady at the estate sale was reminding me that material right now is $12 a yard for some materials. And so I was like, Thank you for making me feel better about buying all this, because that's what I told my husband. Do you realize how much this material would have cost me? All right, here's some more of those little things that she had. I love this one. Look at this little snowman. It almost looks like it's stamped. Look at it. Isn't that cute? Super cute. I think I grabbed 2 of those because I just couldn't get over how cute those were. But yeah, she had them folded up and they were all organized very neatly. Now, after I started fishing through them, well, I have a plan. I have a plan for this. I told my husband that. I have a plan for this. So there's plans in the works for this year going forward with all this material. Okay, look at this one. This is kind of like cabinish. Any cabinish people out there, like rustic cabin. Looks like it's got a deer, it's got a guy in a boat who's like fishing. It's got a cardinal, trees, little snowshoes. So stinking cute. Okay, now here's some more. This is really pretty. I was just in love with all this, like, all these florals. I just love these. Because I'm thinking coffee staining some of them. There's some pretty yellow. I'm a sucker for yellow. Mother loves yellow. Look at this one. This is pretty too. Well, I'm just following in my grandma Rowene's footsteps of having material up the wazoo. Look at this one. This is pretty. I feel like Grandma Rowene might have made us a dress out of this at one time. I feel like back in the 80s we had dress. Now this is really pretty. It's pink, but it has black, like flower. That's really stinking pretty. Pink with black. I love this one. You guys, these are so pretty. Bows, you guys. That's all I could think of was all the bows I could make with these. There's another little snowman. Here is some really pretty blue with like red, I don't know, blue with red. There's some more blue. Stinking cute. And that's some kind of greenish. Oh, there's Mother. Mother, you're missing the material. I got all this material. You missed all the, we have to watch the, oh, look at this gray, you guys. The gray is so pretty. And then there's one that kind of looks like strawberries. It's not strawberries, but it looked like it. There's a blue. There's another. Yeah, Mother, this is what I got this morning. Brown. It was a steal. I mean, I didn't steal it, but it was a steal. There's a lot of this too. Look how pretty this is. This is like, it looks like gray, kind of a red green, I think is the color that is on there. Hello, Creating with Joan. How are you, friend? Okay, and this is a black with like a gold. Thought that was really cool for some darker. Now this little guy was just kind of just lingering in there. I thought it was kind of cute. I don't do a lot with Halloween, but, and then there was this, just this little snitch of this. Even if you use this for like a, take a frame, put this, you make sure you put all that in the correct pile on the shelf. I know, right? Put this, zhuzh up a frame, use this as your background, and then like put a, I don't know, put a big pumpkin, put something fall. Oh my gosh, that'd be so pretty. That's what I would do with this. Use this as your background in a frame. All right, this one's really cool. I'm gonna hold that one for a second because I want to look at that one. I'm gonna look at that one. Okay, I think this is one is in. No, it's not inside out. It almost looks like it's inside out. Okay, I gotta look at this. Oh, this is kind of. It's got like a. I don't know. What do you call that? A hem, a seam, whatever that's. It almost looks like a curtain. Look at that. I thought it was really pretty though. It looks kind of Victorian to me. That's what that looked like. That's what that looked like. So yeah, this lady had a ton of material. A ton. Okay, here's a pink. Like a grayish pink. Here's a really pretty pink. Now this, I thought this would be cool. This kind of reminded me of old man's undershorts. Looks like an old man's undershorts. But coffee stain this, look how cool that is. Now this is really pretty. This is hearts. It's cream colored with like little, I would say they're kind of like, not super dark. Like there was a spot on it. Nothing. Not super dark hearts, but there are some little hearts in that. And then here's some more cream. And then here's kind of like, oops, there's like some red. My pile just took a tumble. And then here's some more yellow. That cute. Now, Shayna, the gal who runs the sale, she was very happy with how I organized. I had everything organized well. So all she had to do was go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how would you know that? Well, how would I know what? How would I know what? What? Like I said, it's sad that she had things cut out and pinned. But oh, I know it is. And yeah, it was, because I looked at some of the things. I was like, she had round things cut, like stuff that was cut was round. Like, I don't know what she was, maybe it was a quilt. I don't know. We used to call that mattress ticking. Old man shorts. This one looks like, it looks like old Grandpa's underwear. But I didn't want that to sound creepy, like I saw my grandpa's underwear. But, you know, he may have walked through the house for a time or two with his drawers on. Okay, look at this. Look at this sweet piece of, I don't know, it's like a fat quarter or something, but look at this fall. It's got bats and it's got pumpkins with cats and broomsticks. And she didn't have I mean, she had some of this stuff separated, but I thought this, what an ornament shorts. Well, Mom, I think Grandpa a time or two may have walked through the house. I mean, we know my dad used to walk through the house in his underwear, but he wore the old tidy whities. The old tidy whities. Okay, you guys. Now, I grabbed some of this. Now, didn't we talk about this stuff? About what this stuff is called? Is it just like batting? What is it? What? Somebody tell me. Because what? I feel like we talked about this, and she had a whole bunch of it, and I felt like it's expensive, so I grabbed some of it. But what is this? And I feel like it's like for quilts, but I also thought it would be good for like, you know, like when we make our, we could make some snowmen out of this. Look at it. I grabbed like a couple of big chunks of it. I think you're right now that you mentioned it. So yeah, I grabbed some chunks of this because I thought this would be good to have on hand. Hello, Miss Alita, but what is it? What is all you sewer gals? What is this? I don't know if it was like batting or so it looks kind of like felt, but I thought maybe it was batting, but do you see it? It's kind of felt like. I knew you guys would know what it was, but you could coffee stain this. So yeah, I grabbed some of that because I thought that would be a good thing to have, because we talk about that. Now I got this big huge piece of this, which I have some of this, and I don't know, I'm not sure if it might be muslin. This might be muslin. But I can never look at it. I think it might be muslin, but there's a lot of it here. So I was like, oh, whatever this is, I have some of it, and I coffee stained this good. So that's a good chunk of that, and that stuff is expensive. So I was like, yep, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh, here's another little piece of the, must have had a couple of those little pieces of the witch. Of the little witch. And then there's some cream colored, a little piece of that. And then there's this sweet little yeller. And I thought this was really pretty. This, it's like it's kind of an aqua. It's more of an aqua color. And then here is a green, and then this is another, kind of reminds me of a vintage piece like that. It's for doing some bows or whatever for that. And then you guys, the last thing I got. Check this big dog out. Check this out. Look at this. We could make a big old Christmas ornament with this. What should I make with this? Hello, Miss Julie from England. How are you, friend? Look at it. Romper, stomper, dumper, boo, bumper, boo, dumper, boo. That probably wasn't right. What ideas do you guys have for this? Because I thought this was really cool. This is so stinking. I don't have any big, huge, round ones like this. I've got those. I've got those kind of like the oval shaped ones that I've got before, but I've never bought one of these huge monster huge one. So I don't know what to do with this, but I thought it'd be really cool if you put it on a wall. Wouldn't it be cool? It looks like an ornament with this thing here, but I don't think I want to make it an ornament. I think I want to make it something that could just be up all year round. You know what I mean? Even if I have to take this thing off it and glue these together once we get something in the middle, just to have something. Maybe I should make I should make her. You could open your own Joann's with all that material. I know, Miss Rita. I know, right? You guys want to see the material? Some of you may not have seen. Oh, I did get this too. I grabbed this on the way out. Look at this. You guys know I'm a sucker for the doilies. I grabbed that. It was laying. It's got a little stain on it, so it needs to be washed. Usually I can wash these and get them kind of cleaned up a little bit. And if I needed to, I could always either coffee stain it or just dye it a different color. What was I gonna say? Okay, let me show you. I'll show you the material that I have. A big clock, Teresa. That would be a cool idea, wouldn't it? That'd be really cool. Okay, let me take you off the. I'll try to keep you not jumping around here. Hello, Miss Julie. Okay, so we're sliding over here. This is the material that Mother and my daughter-in-law organized for me. So here's what I already have. Okay, see how it's organized? Now I'm showing you all that so you can see proof that I have not, even though this pulled out a little bit right here, like I've been in here. But hold on, let me flip this around because here. So got our pinks. Got our reds, more reds, orange, yellows. It's a little wonky right there, but it's still good. Crisscross string and decorate with flowers. That would be pretty. That would be really pretty. I don't know why it's trying to reconnect. I'm literally in my craft room, and I'm sitting right where I normally sit. Blues, and then these are like some like Valentines. Will all that material fit? Oh, of course it will. Because look down here. Those aren't full down there. Those are just some odds and ends. There's some greens. There's Valentine's. There's Halloween. There's black. And then there's like the creams. And then that's our bin of doilies and such. Extra. Miss Janice, you are totally onto something. You're totally onto something. What I'm thinking is, I told my husband, I said, I'm going to start ripping pieces of material for bows. And so if I take pieces of the material that I have, like greens, put a bunch of greens together, different greens, and then, or do a pastel bundle and then sell it that way. Then you can make your own bows. And then if I need to do a bow tutorial, you'd have your pieces of material. I'm not going to sell them for an arm and a leg, but I've seen them. I've seen them sell them on Etsy and stuff for. So I'm like, why not? Why not find this great, this great material? What does this say? This was 75 cents. Not for me, but look, it's got a tag on it. This is 75 cents. I mean, it was meant for me because it has the letter K. Look, I mean, it was meant to be. I don't know. She probably picked it up at a sale, but I'm gonna work on that. Funny was looking at the window and thought snowing there. Must have been. Oh, you mean up here? It looks like it's snowing. So that right there at the bottom is one of those metal rings, and it has a cover over it, so it's like, protects from more than just like the weeds and the little things. So yeah, that Miss Janice, you're totally what I was thinking. I'm like, I need to start ripping like pieces and making little bundles and selling them, because why not, right? Some people can't find the material, and I don't think it would be super expensive. The material's not super heavy, so I don't think it would cost a whole lot to ship. Like the material pieces I've been shipping for the bunnies have been like running around $4. Snowing pretty good in Wisconsin. Oh, Miss Darlia, I was wondering what was gonna do. We just got rid of our ice from our driveway, so you guys, I was supposed to go live last night with Janice Vintage Country Crafting event, but I wasn't. After I got done working yesterday, I started to feel like ick. I think fat quarters would be a better. You think fat quarters would be a better idea? I don't know if I know how to cut fat quarters. I have to see if I have enough. The reason why I was thinking strips is because you can make bows, but and then they just already be ripped into the size for bows. That's why I was thinking that route. But I'll have to do a little bit more research, but I will remember that. But I will, again, it was just totally a thought on my way home. Like, I should start just cutting some of this stuff. And because a lot of it I got from my cousin, from her mother-in-law and sister-in-law passing away. Well, I'm so glad you called me too, Miss Virginia. So I got a lot from there, but again, like Kathy said, I'll never use all this material. I mean, I should come up with something to put it. I should do something with this and use a bunch of the material, but I don't know what it would be because I don't sew. I've been watching people sew. I'm just like, oh. You know, I've been trying new things, right? I've been working on my my the hand lettering. I've been doing a little working on that. I'm going to be working on something new. I don't want to say what it is yet because I haven't started it. I ordered some things off Amazon, some little tools to help with this, and so that's something. Well, I'm so glad to have you here. I'm not crafting today. I'm just showing some things I got from an estate sale, but I will be crafting again soon. I think I'm on Tuesday. I was originally supposed to be on tomorrow, but it's Super Bowl day, so I realized that I had put myself in at like, I don't know what it was. Tomorrow's Mischievous Crafty Friends group, and I put myself on a time slot that was like in the middle of the Super Bowl. Ripping it for bow packets is a great idea. That's what I thought too, Miss Cindy. That's only because that's what I do on my lives. And then if I made a video, you know, and link that to, you know, so that people could watch the video and watch how I make the bows. And I would do it with a bow dabra. I could do it without a bow dabra because I didn't always have a bow dabra. Maybe I should macrame the hoop. I think you should, Mother. I think that would be really cool to do that. So maybe we'll have to like stain this or something, and then you can macrame on it or something. We'll have to figure something. You do some homework on, that. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to figure out what size a fat quarter is because you guys, I don't cut straight, and at least when I'm ripping, it's just organic, and it's just free. You guys are not good at measuring. You guys, I can't do it. So, oh, shoot. But anyway, I was supposed to be, like I said, I was supposed to be on last night. I didn't feel good, but my husband went into the hospital on Tuesday. He had a diverticulitis flare up, and he was in the hospital till Thursday. So my week was kind of out of sorts because there was a lot of time spent at the hospital, and so I really wasn't spending a lot of time. I was in the middle of going to the hospital. I sold some bunny patterns, so I was trying to keep up on those because I didn't want people having to wait for people that had paid for their bunny patterns. I didn't want anybody to have to wait. So I came home, I was cutting bunny patterns. I was giving him time to rest anyway because, you know, it's real fun sitting in a hospital with somebody who doesn't want to be there. And I mean, who wants to be there? But so he's home. He came home Thursday. I went and sprung him Thursday afternoon. He's home. Thank you, Miss Julie. He's still struggling. Diverticulitis, Miss Kathy. He has diverticulitis. I have a left-handed rotary cutter. You can. I don't cut left-handed. I cut with my right hand. Don't you cut with your right hand? I don't know if I rotary cut with my left hand. I cut with my right hand. I don't know. I think we're weird, you guys. Like, but he wanted to go after the estate sale. He wanted to go to the grocery store. He wanted to go to Sam's Club. So I said, "You feel okay?" He said, "Yes." We went to Sam's Club. Did Blake have surgery on his? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. So, like, good thing he didn't have to. But, yeah, it was pretty bad. But he didn't. They were like, well, if they do have to do surgery, you know, he talked to a surgeon, but I guess they thought everything was fine after a few days of just not eating anything, only a liquid diet, and then being on the heavier duty medications. And then they sent him home. He's on medication now, but like I said, we were at Sam's Club, and one of the things when he went into the emergency room, you only use one hand. A cutter, you only use one hand. Well, oh Lord. Okay. Still, I would still use my right one. Oh, shoot. By the way, your daughter messaged me and said, I'm talking to mother right now, and said, if you're out and about, can you go over and check and see if I left my garage door open? I'm like, what is going on with you? Last Saturday, she wanted me to go over and check and make sure she didn't leave her burner on. What is going on? I'm like, she's 6 years younger than me. I'm like, what is happening with you? What is going My sister's nervous Nelly. She worries about everything. Just ask mother, she'll tell you. But I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. Of course, she messages me right when I get home, so I've already been out and about. He will be happy if he does surgery. I'm much better with certain foods can do. Oh, well, so I don't know. I mean, so I guess this time they're going to have him follow up with a gastroenterologist. Last time he was in, which is about 1.5 years ago, they made a note in the chart that said follow up with a gastroenterologist, but nobody ever told him that. Nobody ever called him. No one ever said anything. So we're like, oh, it's funny. We're just hearing about this, or it's not funny, or whatever. We're just hearing about this now. So now he's supposed to follow up with somebody and just see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they'll do. It's a CT scan they do, because they did 2 of them while he was in the hospital, and I guess they did another one and they didn't feel like he needed it, I guess. I don't know, because they thought they said if it got worse, they were going to have to do at least another one to check to make sure there weren't any perforations in there. So I guess there weren't. But he said the pain isn't like it was, but it's like he can still feel pain there. But the one he went into the hospital on Wednesday morning, his blood pressure was super, super low. Now, he's on blood pressure medication, so it was really weird. Like, I get it. It's working, but it shouldn't be. Like, literally, it was like 80 something over 60 something, and that was like way too low, and they were actually worried about it. And then they were pumping fluid through him like crazy, like 3 bags full of fluid, and it was still super low. And then we were at Sam's Club today, and he got really lightheaded, and he thought maybe my blood pressure's low. Well, he's back on the his blood pressure medication, and I told him, I said, maybe you should stop taking your blood pressure medication for right now, because if your blood pressure's low and you're taking your medication to keep your blood pressure low, maybe it's too low. So of course he wants to go, we're at Sam's Club, and of course he wants to go all the way over to the pharmacy to sit down and do the blood pressure cuff. He gets there and it's not working. So I think we're going to order one. And he's like, our insurance should cover that. I'm like, yeah, it should. So we need to look into it, see if they'll pay for one. We'll just have it with us. You had a scan, and they told me I was fine. Months later, gallstones were seen. They never told. Oh my goodness, Miss Darlia. Well, I don't know what it is, but when it flares up, it gets him good. And then, like I said, it was like 1.5 years. He didn't have an issue, but he went in the hospital like 3 weeks ago. And they gave him, it was when Ohio played, I know this because he always says, I wouldn't go into the hospital until after Ohio played the national championship or something, because he didn't want to be in there and miss that or whatever. Anyway, that's what he was telling everybody. So whenever that was, a few weeks ago, he went in, they put him on antibiotics, not late, just oral antibiotics, and they sent him home. But the medications wore out. He ran out of those last Saturday. So Saturday ended, and then Tuesday is when he woke up in like excruciating pain. And so they said, because you were just on antibiotics for that long and it obviously wasn't working, we're going to admit you. So he sat Tuesday. He drove himself to the emergency room, and I asked him, you want me to take you? He said no. So he drove himself. Like, you guys, I work, like, I could walk from our work to the hospital. We could walk there. It's super close. It's better to drive with this weather, but you can walk there. It's that close. So I went to work, and then I waited for him to tell me what was going on. And I'm like, do you want me to come up there? So I went up there, and they decided they were going to admit him, but they didn't have a room. They had people in the hallways on, gurneys, whatever, in the halls and stuff. And so I said, what do you want me to do? And so I went back to work. I was probably with him for a couple hours, and then I went back to work, and my boss was like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm just going to be staring at him because he's just laying there. He literally was in that room, in the emergency room, till 4:30 that afternoon. So he was waiting. Hello, Miss Brenda. So yeah. And then he got to the room and yeah. So that was our week. So I'm glad that he's home, and I hope that he slept. Like, I got him home Thursday late afternoon, and he really hasn't eaten a whole lot, and he's been sleeping. Like yesterday. No, not the VA. He's in just a regular hospital. Our VA doesn't have emergency. Like, even if he did go to the VA, he doesn't have emergency or any. I mean, they have inpatient, like care like that, but like to have surgery or anything, they don't do in Battle Creek. You'd have to go to Ann Arbor or Detroit. So, yeah. But it's just crazy. I just hope he gets better because, you feel like you should be after all that, like, right? No, I don't want him to have to go back in and go through this all again, but I guess we'll see. So, yeah, prayers for my hubby that he feels better because, how you feel in your stomach. But he's not, like I said, he's not eating. Like, I feel like he wants to eat. Like, last night I'm like, what do you want for dinner? And he's like, how about we get Chick-fil-A? Just like some chicken, grilled chicken, because we love Chick-fil-A. He's like, how about just some grilled chicken? He wanted something. So I went and got the Chick-fil-A, and if he even ate one piece, I don't even think he did. And then he went back to bed. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll eat some, and, we buy the French fries because those French fries are so good. But then we like to share them with the dogs. And I know the dogs aren't supposed to have them, but they love what my husband calls them their Frenchy fries. And they might have heard me say Frenchy fries. I don't know. Anyway, they love their Frenchy fries, and they got a few. I just take the waffle fry and just break it into little pieces for them, but they get a little spoiled. So anyway, that's how our week has gone. So he's gonna rest. I think he's sleeping right now. Came right home, and I said, just go in the house. I'll just get everything, and I'm gonna go downstairs and go live. And then you guys, I told you I bought a laser, didn't I? I think I told you guys I bought a laser, and the laser came this week. During all of that, the laser came. It was delayed due to the storm, because the ice storm we got. So it came a day late, or actually it came a little after the storm. I don't know what they barked at, but they took off running. So the laser, we started setting up they are spoiled. Started setting up the laser 2 nights ago, and then last night, like I said, I wasn't feeling good, so I told my son not to come over because I was going to make dinner for them. I didn't want my daughter-in-law here if I wasn't feeling well. So they didn't come over last night, but they're going to come over tonight. We're going to finish setting up the laser, and hopefully we can test it out and start figuring out what lovely projects we can make with the laser. So my husband's got big plans, apparently. I don't know what he's thinking. Chicken broth and clear liquids is the best right now. Salad and Brussels sprouts took me down originally. Oh, and that's what he hasn't eaten anything, but they said they cleared him to eat. That's Miss Darlia. They cleared him. That's the thing. When before he left the hospital, they cleared him. So I don't know. But I feel like he's still, so it's been since Tuesday. I think on Thursday for breakfast he had something to eat, but like other than that. So what's today? Saturday? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's like 5 days. So I don't know, but they cleared him to eat. So, but like, again, he doesn't feel like eating. That's a whole nother story. So yeah, but anyway, yes, got a laser. I'm excited. We got to learn all the things. Got to get this off. We got held up because I have a Chromebook. I don't have and I have my husband and I both have iPads, and you can't put the software on an iPad. You have to put it on a computer because it has to be plugged into the machine initially. You would still be nervous. I know, Miss Janice. I think that's kind of what he is. I think he is, and I don't really think he's hungry either, though. That's the thing. You wouldn't trust being cleared if he isn't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what. I said the same thing. I was like, well, maybe, like I said, everything I read about the diet and everything, like people say, don't eat for a few days. If you're having like a mild one, just don't eat for a few days and you start to feel better. And so yeah, it's like, I don't know. I read so many different things. Like, I used to think that they talked about, not eating seeds or fruit with seeds and things like that. But then, like, every single thing I'm reading now that says they've never really proven that those are, like, valid concerns. Not that I think people probably still stay away from those kind of things. But I'm like, I'm seeing, like, all these different diets I'm reading. I'm not seeing where it's saying, no, no, no. It's saying, they used to say, but now no one's ever really found proof. So I don't know. I think it's just everybody's body's different and how you react to things. I don't know. He could have an allergy to something. I don't know, because he came home, he felt like he was starting to get a cold. I'm like, okay, let's think about this. The floor you were on was full of flu, COVID, and RSV. So even though he didn't leave the room, so he was like, he wouldn't let my my daughter-in-law and my son come up and visit because of that. And I was like, but wait, I'm okay to... He was more worried about my daughter-in-law. So yeah, there's a lot of sickness right now. So anyway, that's what's happening here. Good thing I don't have any puppies or anything else to deal with, because that's enough. That is enough. So I'm gonna start putting my material away so that I don't get yelled at. I'll have to show you how it all fits on the shelf, but I'm gonna start working on a plan for some, like, bundles or something. So new things on the way. I got some ideas. I'm working on a new thing, like I said, but till I actually get it going, like with the laser and all that, we got lots of irons in the fire, but halfway in the fire, almost in the fire. Yeah, Miss Janice, I know. That's why it's like, I just think anymore, it's like you have to figure out your own body and how you react to things. I mean, he's eaten for a year and a half. He's eaten and drank way worse things, and he's been fine. So why it happens, I know. You just figure it out. Your cricket joy, I can't imagine figuring that out. You try to avoid nuts, seeds, corn, anything that doesn't digest well. That makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Yep, and like I said, it even says in there, nuts, seeds, they just say it's, yeah. But it's like, you, and so it's hard, like, because when you look at those diets, he's like, you can't eat anything. I'm like, well, you can, but maybe not what you like. They don't, I mean, like, red meat is harder to digest, but fabric bundles, laser kit, fun things, and say, yes, I know, it's exciting. It's so exciting. So, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start, I've looked into this before, but I never started it. I think I'm going to start a Shopify site, and that's how I'm going to do, like, billing and all the things from here on out, because that way, if I have something available, it will be on that site, and you can just go to the site and purchase from there. I don't have to be like, hey, private message me, blah, blah, blah. It will be that much easier. Then that's why people usually do it that way. I absolutely love popcorn. Every time you do it, you feel like, oh yeah, I like popcorn too. Dollar Tree has a really good bag of popcorn. For $1.25, it's really good. I don't know the brand, but man, I really like it. I really like it. So, all right, you guys, I hope you all have a great Saturday. Like I said, I got to get this material put away. My daughter-in-law shows up. Maybe that'll be a good job for her. Maybe I should leave that for her. Say, here, she's coming over later. I think I'm going to do that. Here, see all this material? She go ahead and organize that for me over there. She'll do that. She likes to do that kind of thing. So maybe I'll leave that for her. There's a lot, but there's not a lot. There's not. But Mother, I'll put this aside and we'll figure out. So you need to start looking for something. I think that would be really cool though, to use this for something macrame. Maybe like a big old tree or something. Big old tree. That would be cool. One of those, what do you call those? Tree of life. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? Maybe we'll try that out. So, you guys, I'm going to take my quilt, my new cutter quilt. Nobody hate on it. Nobody hate on the quilts. Let me show you again why I cut on the quilts. See this right here? This quilt is ripped. It's worn. All these little places where this was sewn is all worn because she's washed it over the years, of course. And then there's some stains on it. There's some little stains right there. That's why I'm going to go upstairs and wash it so I can see if I can get some of these stains out. Right here you can see some stains on it. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some stains on it. So there's some stuff in here. It needs a good washing, but yeah, it's definitely got, you know, the worn pieces. You had almost no clue what to do with it. Should you figure that? Yes, so yeah, I'm going to take this up and throw it in the washer right now. Yeah, it's definitely got some stains in it, but even the stains aren't like super bad. It almost looks like it could give you that feel of coffee stain. So it's just natural aging. But yeah, this is really, the more I look at it, it's got a lot of, you know, all of these are rips. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad. I didn't feel bad to begin with, but if anybody was saying, why would she do that? This is why, because this is what we like to do. So I'm going to go throw this in the washer. It's got some really pretty flowers in the middle there. And you guys have a great rest of your day, and happy Super Bowl watching tomorrow. Somebody said who would Blake be cheering for, and he said neither. Neither. At this point, you just watch for the commercials. How's that? And those aren't even that great anymore. So what do you do? So, all right, you guys, have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.